Think of this illustration. There is person A and B. They are digging, and behind person B is a gold, and behind where the first person A is digging are three golds. But B discovered his own one gold quickly, and A found out that B has found a gold, but not knowing, he forsook his own three golds to go after the person with just a gold. Just last week, I discussed from Hebrews 12, verse 1 to us that there are way much more urgent things that we need to run after. And just hear these words: our soul is much more urgent and not important. What I mean by that is that there are two differences between urgency and importance. It's very important and necessary that we understand this thing. When we talk about our soul, it's urgent that we address it right now. But the things of the world are important, but our soul is more urgent. It's what requires presently that we need to do. I talked about the fact that yes, the protest Black Lives Matter, say no to rape, and all other protests or movements that have been going on are important. But what is much more urgent that we need to address now is our souls, is our hearts. Some people have malice against each other. They don't talk with their friends. They hate some faction of people. Why some people, in anger they have, they fight with other people. What's the essence of you fighting against the movement of Black Lives Matters, or you are saying no to rape when you hate your fellow person? For some people it's stealing, for some people it's addiction, and lots of more. So many people are actually facing much more urgent issues in their heart that need to be sorted out. Because if it is not sorted out, it will hit us up. But rather, instead of us sorting it out, we are faced with the important things in the world, whereas it is much more necessary which face the urgent ones, which is internal inside of us. The last time I posted, I read Hebrews 12 verse 1, and there's something I would still like to share with us from that Hebrews 12 verse 1. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses to the life of faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down, especially the sin that so easily trips us up, and let us run with endurance the race God has set before us. We saw that we need to strip off some things that could affect us, which is the internal factor which I talked about the last time. But today what I want us to see here is that since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witness, we are surrounded by God's creation. We have the seas, we have the trees, we have the sky. We are surrounded by even human beings. We are surrounded by technologies. And all these are witnessing God's glory directly or indirectly to us. Many of us, as you are listening to me right now, you've listened to sermon on phone every time. And imagine on the day of judgment, your phone is testifying against you that you heard the word of God, you heard the truth, but you refused to yield to the truth. Just as you are watching me right now, what are those internal things that you refuse to sort it out now? Whereas you are looking outward, you are looking at other people, trying to judge them, whereas there is a log of food in your hands. Imagine the skies testifying against you. Imagine your shadows testifying against you, because in everything we do, there's a shadow, because there's a light that comes from heaven, but there are witnesses. But imagine your shadow rising, your telephone speaking on the day of judgment. So I'm encouraging us today that we need to address what matters, because all around us are witnesses, are what testify the glory of God. The fact that the flowers, leaves survive every day, the animals move around, the system of the world is doing shows that there is God behind everything. So that's why I'm encouraging us today to sort out what matters most. And God is willing to drag everybody back to Himself. So I pray that you are blessed by this short ministration, and God bless you. If you've been watching my videos and you've been blessed by it, please like, comment, and subscribe, and also share to your friends so that they can be blessed. Thank you.